Polls show Americans are smoking more marijuana than ever and doing it legally. Senior data reporter Harry Anton is here with this morning's number. Good morning.
Good morning. There he is. That's back in my day. I love the good Rick James and Tina Marie. I went to a concert once. They were so high. It was amazing.
I got to record you and play you later when I can actually do something about it. In any event, this morning's number is 30 billion. U.S. legal marijuana sales in 2022. $30 billion.
Legal.
This is legal. We got who knows what's going on in the illegal market. And that 30 billion, top chocolate's 18 billion. That's how popular and how much money is being made just from legal marijuana. And I think you get an understanding here. Marijuana is legal in 20 states plus the District of Columbia. You can see these states range right in their political preferences. You get blue states like New York.
You got the
red
cross
states like
right
Missouri.
there.
And keep in mind, all these states have legalized marijuana since 2012, so this is really just a fresh phenomenon.
And they're making tons of money on this.
They are making a lot of money.
do it.
Because of the taxes?
You can do it.
The weird thing, that's why people wanted regulation, but the weird thing, you have people sitting in jail who are selling a little bit of marijuana. Now you have people becoming billionaires of marijuana, so they got to get that straight. But is there any sign that marijuana's appeal is waning at all?
Yeah, so first off, I would point out that part of the reason why
I wonder how much of that was paid for by alcohol corporations and stuff back then.
Marijuana has, the legalization push has really become so entrenched in our society is because people just find it far less dangerous than they did back in 1974, right? What's more dangerous, alcohol or marijuana? Back in 74, it was basically split. But look where we are in 2022, right? Alcohol, the overwhelming plurality say it's more dangerous than marijuana. That being said, Don, as you point out, is there any sign that perhaps this push for legalization is slowing down a little bit? And I would point out that we had a bunch of referendums.
Craziest thing is, I don't even drink. Like, some wine is solid. I really do like wine. But all that, like, hard stuff, like, it's cool over food, yeah, but just going to a bar and drinking, that's not really my cup of tea. Like, that's, people be getting hurt when they be going out and stuff like that. But if you're in a restaurant setting, or if you're, chilling at home by yourself, like, not even by yourself, but you're just chilling at home, like, it's way safer. It's when you're traveling and stuff like that, when you're around people you don't know.
Referendum, right? Ballot measures in 2022 and 2023 in some red states. And the no side won in these three states. In Oklahoma, it won with 62%, North Dakota, 55%, and South Dakota, and 53%. Of course, these are some really red states. But, I think if you walk on the upper...
That's crazy. No to marijuana, like, Oklahoma said that, North Dakota, that, South Dakota, that. So, like, y'all don't want to get the time, so it is what it is. Like, we all know that what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So let that be what it may. A lot of black people aren't there, like, because they don't want to be in that type of area. There are a lot of white racists that live in these areas, if you can tell. There aren't that many minority groups at all. And who's affected the most by weed legalization? Minority groups and their users. Because you're at a big, big disadvantage when you have to, basically, you're already not the first class citizen. Like, not, you're racist. You're not white. I'm gonna just say it. You're not white. So you're already disadvantaged because the resources that white people have are not the same that these minorities have. I said it. It's the truth. Sorry. Not sorry.
West Side Manhattan, right? Let's say you walk on a Sunday morning or a Saturday morning. Sometimes that stench of marijuana just kind of hits you. At least it does for me. And
it's everywhere. No, my kids are like, what am I smelling?
Yeah. What are you smelling? And so in Dobbs Ferry, New York, which of course is a suburb of New York City, right? It's just a little bit north of here.
I'll even go to say, in the next 20, 30 years, that's when those countries, those states, Oklahoma, North and South Dakota, Texas, it's probably going to take that long for them to legalize this stuff. Maybe 15 years. But I don't see it happening in the next 5 years, 10 years, because if you look at the map of the United States of America, you have all the countries that are on the coast, all the states that are on the coast, basically. And it goes from the outside to within. So eventually, either there's going to be a lot of pressure from Republican groups and voting pressure to deny it, and when you start going deeper and deeper into the country, it's going to become that much less prevalent because it's such ingrained for it to be a Schedule I drug, frowned upon. All this history behind it, like, is literally like it's saturated on the edges, but it has to work its way inward. So over time, yeah, they will legalize it, but it's not going to happen as soon as you think. It'll take at least 15, 20 years. I don't see Texas turning blue for, the next 40 years probably. But, if we still have this country, all this stuff is going to change. Because it's right. Like, if you see, things get better over time. Honestly, things do get better over time. Maybe not for everybody, but for the majority. And so when you have these things that are actually helping people, yeah, you're damn straight that stuff is changing, times are changing, they're not like they were in the past. So, I can just be excited and happy to know that, people of this country are going to become less and less oppressed.
There was a marijuana dispensary referendum just last month, and no overwhelmingly won. And this is a very, very blue village. So I do think that there's sort of this pushback of people saying, I want it legal, but I don't want to smell it everywhere.
Yeah, well, it's a stench, but some people like it. So it's an aroma for some.
No, that's disproportional because, again, minority groups do not vote as often as the majority, and they also do not have that amount of numbers. So it's going to be skewed. Like, why would white people want other races to have more power? Honestly, it's literally something that they would be scared of. Why they're scared? Well, because when you see how white people have treated other citizens, other countries, it might make you feel like you have to fucking protect yourself by stepping on other races' throats like they used to doing. But you know what? The minority will get stronger and stronger because they have to endure so much that they're getting, like, we're getting put through all this bull crap for nothing because we choose to want to live a way that is free to us. It doesn't mean that we don't want to be productive adults and go create businesses and help society flourish and, get off this rock called Earth. Like, there are so many great physicists, I'm sure, that would like to smoke weed, but they don't because it's so stigmatized and frowned upon. So many business owners, so many different people, but there are people that are so judgmental, Christians, Catholics, religious groups, that have voting power, and they are the problem.
People.
Okay, Don.
Or others.
Are you going to sing us out?
No, I'm not going to sing it out. Listen, I understand the smell. You don't have to just go to the Upper West Side of Manhattan. You go anywhere, and you smell marijuana. You can walk outside of this building. People do it on their lunch break, or their smoke breaks. It's legal.
It's become like smoking tobacco.
It's legal.
No, it's not like smoking tobacco.
Ooh, Harry.
Now this.
I know. Sorry. Read. I forgot to read.
What was you doing on your break, buddy?
It only happens a few times a century. Stunning images of last night's rare hybrid solar eclipse. Next. Wonder how
Notion has.
Those jokes. I hope they just added that in.